Alright, folks, we are back for round one, sorry. On the draw, sorry, jeez. Alright, we are back for round one on the play. This hand is a little bit heavy on land, however, it is good enough where I believe we should keep it. Now, I have no idea whether we are supposed to play Swiss Spear or Zurgo. I believe it's Zurgo because it deals more damage given enough time. But yeah, this is round one. We are on the draw. Blue-white control. Losing the die roll is a little bit annoying. Them having Caracas is also awful because it's Rex Zurgo. And I should have played Swift Spear, by the way. But I guess I'll play Lavamancer and recast Zurgo here. Yeah, being on draw and them in Caracas is really annoying. Not a ton we can do though. And they thwarted the yeah, combination of cheap removal and Bitter Blossom is really risky though. Not entirely sure that it wanted to do that. Interesting. Blue-white, Control-y with... I don't know if Control-y or not, but basically blue-white with Caracas. With Bayou in it. And Chandra pretty much wrecks Bitter Blossom too, so... Yeah, I don't really mind that. And, you know, that Caracas is annoying, but... What can you do? I mean, they are basically spending 1 mana each turn, and we are spending 1 mana each turn. It's not a big deal, as they are probably a little bit more constrained on mana than we are. Una Sprawler might be some type of Reanimator deck then. Will this resolve? Yes, it's resolved. That's great. Okay, no reanimation from the opponent. I guess I will chump the Swift Spear, because at this point they need to chump with Bitter Blossom. Don't think they can afford to take 2 and try to attack Chandra. I guess they think they can at least. And maybe they are right, but seems like in this spot against Mono Red you'd rather just chump block. But who knows what their plan might be. And again, Zurgo a bit clunky. Like, if this was a Jackal Pup, the opponent would be dead by now. But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Sour my Swift Spear. Okay, I see you. We could Firecraft the Sour. This seems medium. I think I wanna burn them and their only blocker. Because if they wanna block with Sour, it's pretty good for me. And then we'll drop Lightning Mauler. I guess I can just bounce the Zurgo though. You can dash whenever you want, right? Oh, no, it's still casting the spell, so you cannot do it at sorcery speed, I imagine. Yeah. I mean, you cannot do it at instant speed, that's what I'm trying to say. So if they bounce the Zurgo before attackers, which they should, will not get to attack with Mauler. Because, as I presume, you cannot dash at instant speed. And now... Chandra might end up dying, but... I don't think this is that big of a deal. And they still need a creature spell to cast pre-combat. I guess I can attack with Colonnade too, but if they tap out, they are gonna get wrecked next turn, so... And in 4th turn, they are probably dead just because of Exquisite Firecraft, so there is that too. Interesting, so this is blue, white, black, so some type of Esper midrange. Maybe they are playing Bayou just because they have something like Mystery Rainforest, and this way the Rainforest fixes between green and, I mean black and blue. That could be a reason. And this is just a, you know, Esper, some type of Esper deck. Yup, sure. Interesting. So if I have any bolt, I could have saved Chandra. What to do? Well, I guess we can just track their face, then Firecraft, and they can't. If this resolve, then they cannot counter. I mean, they go down to 5, and then this cannot be countered. So they probably just die on their upkeep from Bitter Blossom. You could just bowl the sour, get your Swiss Spear back, and do some shenanigans, but might as well kill them like that, right? Jeez, Caracas is a pain in the ass. Again, if this had been a Jackal Pup, they would have died ages ago. We got there though. Yeah, I'm sorry. I might seem a little bit. It might seem weird that I don't know how dash works, but I actually missed the Tarkir block. I did not play during that year, so there's a couple of cards that I'm not super familiar with, especially since if they haven't been played a lot in Modern or Standard afterwards. Like, I obviously know what is Collected Company, what it does, and you know quite a lot of other cards from this set, but it's true that I haven't been playing with Dash pretty much ever, or seen Dash being played ever yet, which is why, you know, I was wondering. But obviously you are casting the spell for the dash cost, which means that, you know, it's still a creature spell. You cannot. It's not an ability where you dash the creature and you can do it at instant speed somehow, which is something I thought might have been the case. This one is pretty good. We can turn 1 Gorger, turn 2 Strike, turn 3 Bolt, just dump our hand and wheel, which is kind of, you know, oh, they have a Daze here, it looks like, and they are thinking. But I'm pretty sure they have a Daze here, or maybe a Force of Will, but I guess a Spell Pierce too. What's the name of that thing? I'm just gonna bolt that and attack them. It's a little bit more efficient in the long run. I mean, if we can get more than one attack, it's gonna be better. They do have Daze. Alright, interesting. Am I fine trading? Not really. When I got a Daze, your 2-drop burn spell is pretty decent news, I believe. Kind of slow them down quite a bit here. Oh, they are attacking. Whoa. So I guess they have another 1-drop, a 2-drop, or anything, a creature. Shriekmo evoked. Sure. Yeah, no problem. Huh, Wasteland could be interesting. I think we just pass here though. Just gonna bolt kill their face end of turn, and I might end up using Confluence as 4 damage to their face, 1 to every creature. I mean, again, we want to dump our hand, so seems like a decent move. And if they have a counter, well, they have a counter. I mean, such is life. The fact that the Daze is also not very good against Wheel of Fortune, because being slowed down and missing land drop is not really where you want to be against the wheel. Cough of the Hammer. Alright, I'm gonna play Wasteland, this way I'm sure that I don't untap a mountain that I play this turn. And we'll just beat down. The Ebon deck is kind of weird. Esper midrange. I mean, it's not really surprising because, again, this is a regular draft queue, which means we are playing against deck from the pod, and it seemed like everything but red was a little bit overdrafted. So I could imagine a couple drafters at the table. I could imagine that a couple drafters ended up with some slightly underpowered deck just because like blue seemed completely overdrafted, and yeah. So this is what I like with regular draft queues. You are rewarded for drafting the right deck that's open at your table a little bit more, because if you draft the right deck, you will have a slightly more powerful deck than most people are at your table. But sometime in the draft league, you can draft the right deck at your table, and you still end up playing against someone who also happened to draft the right deck and might have a much better deck than you, despite you, doing your best basically at your table with what you got. Alright. Let's wheel. I'm gonna wheel first because I want the mana from the mountain. Oh, let's just... so this is the mountain I played, right? So actually I'm gonna tap this one, which I'm sure don't have Summoning Sickness. We will wheel. Untap that. Alright, because here missing 4 damage because of Summoning Sickness could be real bad. They might have to block. They probably don't want to block because otherwise Scott killed them. So they went down to 5. Here we'll just cast the Mentor. Then they will get to kill cost, but they will not get to use the ability. The wheel was pretty bad for us. Drawing 4 lands of it was really rough, especially since we were already a little bit flooded. But there's not a ton we can do. We mostly have to hope they did not hit something sick off the wheel, like, I don't know, Baneslayer, Wormcoil Engine, and whatnot. They killed the cut because they had to. Scrubland will get wasted as soon as we can. Lean Valley. Well, if they have nothing, they are dead. As this is a trigger, not... I guess we might want to play around Mana Leak and keep the Wasteland available. Because now we can... now we can incinerate them through Mana Leak after dealing 2, which is pretty huge. So this is a reason to Wasteland afterward. We've been drawing a lot of land this game. I think there's a pretty high chance we'll still win. Gonna incinerate now. They are really low on land, and I believe there's not a ton of counter they could have here, because Mana Leak we can pay for, Spell Pierce we can pay for too. So yeah, this is gonna do the trick. Alright, worked out. And again, I think what mostly happened here is that, I mean, at least it looks like the opponent has a slightly weird deck. Like, you don't even see Mother of Rune alongside Linfella in what looks like a control shell. But they might have been forced to play some type of mid-range deck just because there weren't enough cards to play a regular control deck. And again, this is the result of us playing in a queue and not in a league, which I think, since Blue was really overdrafted, made everyone, every player made every deck of players that were playing Blue a little bit weaker in general, as Red was just completely open. We might have been the only Red player at the table. There could be a Blue-Red deck with Kiki-Jiki, maybe, but other than that, we are probably the only Red player. In any case, enough talking. This was round 1. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and see you for round 2.